Welcome to H2K Infosys. H2K Infosys is a e-verify business based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. We provide 100% job-oriented, instructor-led, face-to-face, true live online software training programs. It also includes access to cloud test lab with software tools. We provide live project for you to work on. We also provide assistance with mock interviews, resume preparation and review, and job placement assistance. H2K Infosys is trusted by so many students across the world. H2K Infosys provides world-class services in IT training with real-time project work for corporates and individuals, special IT training for MS students in the United States, software design, development, QA manual and automation, performance testing and maintenance, IT staff augmentation, job placement assistance, and tech support.
Hello. Hi everybody. This is Priya here from H2K Infosys. Can you hear me, all the participants? Okay, so we'll be starting with the Qtp for the automation. Okay. Yeah, before starting with this automation using the Qtp, right, we got to understand some basics about this automation, why it is used, what is the purpose, right? Okay, so we'll try to understand some basics, fine? And then we will see how the tool works. Okay. So we already know the steps that we did in the manual testing, all the testing activities, right? So what are the testing activities that we got to conduct? We start with the test requirement gathering. Then we have the test plan and analysis. Then we have the test design, wherein we do the documentation. Test implementation and execution. Defect reporting and tracking. And then we have the test closure activities. Okay. So these are the various steps that we have already performed in the manual testing. And these are nothing but the different activities that are to be performed in the actual testing process. Fine. Now, there are so many steps here, and then when we talk about the automation, automation is nothing but we use a tool here in order to do the testing. Manual means all the steps are executed by a human tester, observation is done by the human tester. So all the activities that we perform here, they are performed by the human tester. Alright. Now when we talk about the automation, can you tell me which step exactly could be automated here? Or can we automate the entire testing process that is present here, or is there any particular step that we can automate? Because automation means what? It is a use of tool in order to perform a certain activity. And what is that activity? You got to tell me. Okay. So we know that automation means, no doubt we have a human tester here, but then we have a tool that is going to automate the testing process. Okay. Now let's look at each of the step over here. Test requirement gathering. Can we have a tool that can, meet the members of the IT project team and then get the requirements for you? Can we have a tool of that kind? No, we cannot. What about the planning? Is there a tool that can automatically prepare a test plan document for you? Again, it cannot be done. What about the test design? See, test design is nothing but we prepare the test documents. Can there be a tool, that can automatically create all the documents for you? Again, the answer is no. Okay. So when we talk about the automation, you should not be under the impression that all the steps that are present here could be automated. No, all of them cannot be automated. When we talk about the automation, it's the test execution that is going to get automated here. Is it clear, everybody? So when we talk about the automation, it's the test execution that is getting automated and not all the other steps. Again, for the defect reporting and tracking, we may use a quality center or an Excel sheet in order to report it, but then it is again manually done. Test closure activity manually done. Okay. So when we are talking about the automation, then don't be under the impression that each and every step of the testing could be automated. There could be 100% manual testing project, but there cannot be 100% automation testing project. Okay. So when we talk about the automation, it's the test execution phase that gets automated over here. Fine. And now in order to do this test execution in the form of automation or automate the test execution, we got to prepare one more document over here and we call it as a test script. Okay. So we have the different test documents, right? We have prepared the test data, we have prepared the test case, RTM, 3 different documents we have already prepared. But if you want to do the automation, one additional document that we got to prepare, it is called as a test script. Nothing but a program file that is prepared using the automation testing tool. Not only the QTP, okay, you take any automation tool, this is a step that gets automated. You take any automation tool and there is a program that gets created and we call it as a test script. Is it clear, everybody? Okay, yeah, fine. Now how do you define this automation testing then? So it is a test execution phase that is getting automated, right? And then how do we define it? Same like we had defined the testing process. Okay, but here we use a tool. In the test script, whatever we write, it is the expected. Okay, we have the expected results here and we also have the steps here which are automated. So all the steps that are to be performed in order to use a feature, it's automated using the steps. For example, click on a button, enter the data. So all the steps are being performed automatically here using a tool. And it also checks the expected result with the actual and it can display the result as well. Okay, so all this part is automated using the tool. It is going to execute the steps automatically for you and then it is also going to check the expected with the actual result and then it will give you the final result whether it is pass or fail. So all these 3 steps can be automated. Is that clear, everybody? Okay, Shefali test script is nothing but it's a program that we write in order to do the testing, which contains the steps expected with the actual could be verified here and also the result. We'll see. Okay, we'll see it practically what is a test script and how it looks. Okay. Clear, everybody? Okay, one moment. Okay, so there are certain benefits of using the automation testing. Now there should be some reason, right, why we are using the automation testing tool. Okay, so let's see what are those benefits. These tools are fast, means they make our testing activity faster than the manual testing. Obviously, right, whenever the human is being replaced by a tool or let's say a kind of machine or let's say a software, the process becomes much faster. Okay, and it is also more reliable because the human mistakes are avoided here. These are some of the benefits that we will be able to realize. So the testing process becomes much faster when you compare it with the manual testing, and also it is more reliable because the tools do not do the mistake. Unless you are programming it properly, it doesn't do any kind of mistakes. Okay, but the human being can do the errors or the mistakes. The stability is also low, but the tools are more stable, more reliable. And then the steps are repeatable. Okay, repeatable in the sense, once you record it and then the same steps could be repeated any number of times that you want. And also this kind of code is reusable. Once you create these documents or the test scripts, you can reuse it any number of times that you want. So the scripts are not created for the one-time use, okay? They are created for reusing. And then it is programmable. We can make it work as we want, and that also automatically. And it is comprehensive, means a detailed kind of testing could be done over here. So these are some of the examples, the benefits. Alright everybody, so these are the benefits of the automation testing. Now does this mean that we automate all the testing activities, or let's say all the manual testing, and then we will be able to get these benefits? Not always. Okay, so whenever we are thinking of implementing a tool in the project, right, it's not that always the automation is going to be a beneficial one. Okay, so don't be under the impression that since it has the benefits here, so automating each and every testing activity, or let's say automating each and every testing in a project could be a beneficial one. May not be. Sometimes the manual testing is more beneficial when compared to the automation. So whether we have to implement a tool or not, whether we have to automate the testing process or not, so that decision also is to be taken. And sometimes the manual testing can be more advantageous because the cost. The first thing is the cost thing. Okay. If you try to calculate the cost, because these tools, they are not available free of cost, you got to purchase a license for it. And then you got to also pay for the license every month, right? So there is a cost that is involved. And when we compare this cost, it should be less than we pay to the manual testers. Then only it is a better option to go for. And certain steps, okay, they cannot be automated actually. We have to go for the manual testing in certain cases because we are not able to test those features using the automation tools, right? Because it requires some kind of human intelligence. So in that case, manual testing could be more beneficial than the automation. So before implementing the tool in the project, we got to think, okay, whether it's going to be the cost effective, whether it's going to really save our time, right? Is it going to be beneficial to implement the tool or not? Okay. Now there are certain criteria that we got to consider before implementation of the automation tool. And we call it as a tool selection criteria. Okay. So there are certain criteria that we got to consider before implementing.
So many of our students have given testimonials on how our training programs are. You will find them on kudzu.com and on our website h2kinfosys.com. On our website h2kinfosys.com, you will also find more detailed information on who we are, the courses that we offer, what each course covers. Also, if you're interested in a demo program, please register on our homepage on the left-hand side. Just give us more information about yourself and we will send you a link for a demo class. The demo class is absolutely free. Experience our commitment by just attending an orientation workshop at no cost. Our team of faculty and advisors are here to guide you with the right information. if you still have more questions, please feel free to call us. Call us at 770-777-1269. This is a United States number. If you're calling from the UK, call us at 020-337-17615. You can also email us at training@h2kinfosys.com or h2kinfosys@gmail.com. Thank you for watching our videos. We wish you a great career in information technology.